Hey friends, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we send some love to our precious feet. So this practice is really fantastic for those who spend the vast majority of their day on their feet, if you just have sore and achy feet, and also for plantar fasciitis. In terms of items, definitely bring along with you a chair, as we will spend the vast majority of our practice on a chair. You can also do this practice on a couch. If you have a tennis ball, bring it along, as well as a blanket. Okay, let's tend to our feet. Okay friends, so find your chair, find a couch. Let's come to sit in the middle of the couch or the chair, so that way we can rest our feet firmly on the earth. Let's drape our right ankle over top of our left thigh. We're gonna use our thumbs and give ourselves a little bit of a massage. So we're gonna run our thumbs down our heel, down past the arch of our foot, and then all the way to the ball point of our foot, so the very top of our foot. So right down the middle, so like so. And apply whatever pressure you feel would be right for you. So you can definitely just start off with light pressure, and you can work your way up to firm, just depending on how the feet are feeling. So once you get bored of that, you can begin to fan it out. So meaning that you bring your thumbs then to the edges of your feet. So you're still running them down the middle, and then you fan them out. And I definitely recommend doing this for at least 30 seconds on each foot. So with that being said, let's switch, take it over to the other side. So I definitely have pretty sore and tender feet first thing in the morning. Sometimes I even have a hard time stepping my foot down on the ground. So therefore I give my feet a little massage first thing in the morning, as that tends to wake up the feet, give it a little bit of energy, some brightness. You can start to fan out that foot, fan out those thumbs, I should say. Fan out the foot, what does that mean? Wonderful, and release. Okay, so now this is when we're gonna be using our ball. So I brought with me a therapy ball. It's pretty firm. However, if you do have sore, tender feet, I definitely recommend starting off with a tennis ball, as it is a little bit softer, and working your way up from there. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can continue that massaging action that we were doing a little bit earlier. Okay, so place your ball underneath your heel and begin to roll your foot on the ball, past the arch, and then all the way up to just before the ball point of your foot starts. So I'll just show you where that is. So from your heel to here. And you're trying to rub that ball right down the middle. So this is a little bit more of a massage for the foot. And if you are seeking a little bit more, feel free to do this standing up as well, just to kind of add a little bit more weight, gravity acting down upon you as well. Beautiful. So once again, I recommend trying 30 seconds on each foot. And so then, therefore, we're gonna switch. And I was also doing a little bit of research, and I did come across a number of different resources that stated that you can also do this using a frozen water bottle. And you just place it on its side and you roll your foot over top of that frozen water bottle. And apparently that's really great for inflammation. So if you find that your feet feel a little bit inflamed, you know, whether it's first thing in the morning when you're waking up, or even at the end of your day, you can give that a try. Wonderful. Once you're done experimenting and playing, place the ball off to the side. I'm just going to place mine here and hope that, you know, the slope of this house does not cause it to roll around. Then you're going to see me running after that ball. Okay, so let's begin to just wiggle our toes here. Don't worry about what it looks like. Just kind of do your thing. It's like spirit fingers, but with the toes. Okay, now let's come on up onto our tiptoes, kind of, in a seated position here. Really like working those calf muscles. And then dropping the heels and lifting the ball point of the foot away as well as your toes. So it's kind of like a rocking motion that we're doing. So let's just keep this up, keep this action up. We're stretching through the backs of our legs here while doing this, stretching through our feet. And I'd probably say do about like 10 reps of these. And then once you've done 10, because I was not counting, we can find any kind of movement with our feet that feels nice. So I like to rotate through my ankles. I hear a lot of snap, crackle, and pop going on in there, which is normal. Okay, so we're gonna make use of our ball one last time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our ball underneath our big toe. So like so. And when you do this action, try to allow your other toes to kind of drop to the earth as best as possible, as well as your foot. Now to keep the ball kind of anchored in place, because mine likes to roll around on this surface, I just use my other foot and I just kind of guide it there. So that way it really allows us to stretch through our big toe, and it also helps us stretch through the arch of our foot. Now, if the ball is not available, you can always take some yogi toes here. So basically what you try to do is you try to lift just your big toe away from the earth and allow the other toes to stay resting on the earth. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of work, so don't worry if you're like, I don't know if I can do this. Just try it, okay? Experiment, see what happens. All right, so I would probably recommend holding your toe up as long as possible for like about 10 seconds, and then switch and take it on over to the other side. So whether you're using the ball or whether you're not using the ball, just do your very, very best, keep an open mind. Beautiful. Place the ball off to the side. Once again, we're going to drape our right ankle over top of our left thigh. Use your hand, and we're just going to gently pull our toes back. So that way we're getting a little bit of a stretch in the top of our foot, in our arch. And for this, I probably hold for 10 seconds before switching over to the other side. And you can always repeat this exercise as well. Cool. Let's switch. Let me tell you, the feet are going to be happy after this one. Great. So now plant both feet on the earth, and we're going to do the opposite action of this. So we're actually going to curl our toes under like so. So do it like this. I'm just going to show you on a different angle so that way you can see. You can kind of see that my foot is making a C shape, so especially the arch. And I would recommend holding this for approximately 3 to 5 seconds before switching and taking it on over to the other side. Simply because the foot may start to cramp, and that is okay too because you're building strength in your feet. So you can do a few of those just playing around here. Maybe one more on each side. Okay, and then just shake it on off. Okay, so come to stand. Once you arrive there, fold up your blanket like what I have done. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the toes as well as the ball point of our foot, so the top of our foot, onto the blanket and just allow the heel to rest on the earth. The arch of the foot will be slightly raised away from the earth. So take your time getting there. There's absolutely no rush. So once you do arrive here, you may end up feeling a nice juicy stretch in the back of the leg, in particular the calf muscle as well as the Achilles. Now, if the blanket is not available, you can also try this out on a step or a stair. And I definitely recommend using the bottom step or stair and alternating between the feet just for balance purposes. So I would hold this for roughly 30 seconds, then maybe take a little bit of a break, and then you can try it again for another 30 seconds if you would like. Okay, you can place the blanket off to the side. And right now you're probably thinking, okay, Rachel, where is the yoga? We want the yoga, right? Don't worry, I gotcha. We got a little yoga in here. Okay, let's come to our hands and knees. When you arrive there, stack your knees underneath your hip points, walk your hands out slightly, so that way they are on a diagonal to your shoulder and towards the long edges of your mat. Curl your toes under, lifting one knee away from the earth, followed by the other, and then send your hip points up and high towards the sky and find a downward facing dog here. So once you arrive here, definitely mount your upper body, your chest towards your thighs to help straighten through the back body. Just allow the head to grow heavy here. And to get a nice juicy stretch in our legs, let's begin to pedal out the feet. So dropping one heel closer towards the earth at a time. No worries if the heels do not quite reach the earth. It's all good. They can still stay lifted. So whenever we enter a down dog, we're getting a nice stretch in the backs of our legs. So in our calf and the foot, the toes are getting in there too, a little bit of a stretching action. Okay, we eventually find some stillness. Breathe on in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Lower on down to the ground. You can come to a seated position. I'm just going to stand on up, or you can join me and stand up and just shake it on off. So just some closing thoughts. I definitely do recommend trying legs up the wall following this practice, especially just to allow the feet to relax and restore, especially because we've done a lot of stretching action as well as strengthening exercises for our feet. So that would be a really nice and yummy one. I will link that. It should be appearing in the right-hand corner, I hope. I hope that your feet are feeling nice and happy. Definitely return to this video often for loving and tender foot care. Anyways, if you haven't done so already, kindly subscribe to Yoga with Rachel, as it is the best way to support free yoga content for all. You can ring that notification bell to be notified a new video uploads to the channel. Hit that like button if you enjoy the practice, and kindly share this video with someone that you believe would benefit from this flow. Comments and questions always welcomed and encouraged. Thank you so very much. Take good care, everyone. Bye for now.